Good evening, RPG Limit Break, and all my friends and enemies out there. We have a great match for you tonight. This is game 3 of the co op tournament finals. It all comes down to this. I am Dead Pulse. Joining me in the booth, Hate the 13th. Hate, how are you doing tonight?
I am stupid excited for this match. This has been an amazing tournament, and this set has just been, it's been so wonderful watching these two teams fight it out. Oh, so awesome.
To catch everyone up real quick, this tournament started 5-ish weeks ago. 15 teams entered. 2 remain. We have on the left-hand side Crescent Lake Party Planners, who basically have built a house here in the finals, having come here for the 3 previous years. On the right-hand side, we have NUKE Kids on the Block, Luffy DV and Shumbabi, a new team this year. They were both part of my Duckling class, and they have shown that teamwork and preparation are really essential to winning tournaments. After tonight, we are going to have a champion.
Yeah, the NUKE Kids on the Block have been putting in so much practice. I don't think there's been a day that I haven't seen them in chat or in voice chat practicing.
And it absolutely shows. As far as this series goes, it's a best of 3. We're on game 3, so you can probably guess what happened. First game, NUKE Kids on the Block won by 3 minutes. Second game, Crescent Lake Party Planners comes back and win by 4 seconds. That is less than 0.1% of the total time played. And here's what's going through my head. I may or may not have just incurred a loss of a couple of seconds, and the emotional toll that takes and then having to race the next day is terrifying. I am hoping that NUKE Kids on the Block just forget that match ever happened, look forward and say, we got to win this one, and it's over.
Yeah, and as somebody who was calling that race, that was an amazing race too. I would highly advise those who have not seen most of the rest of this tournament, go watch the VODs. You are in for a treat.
Absolutely. I believe that Danny posted those somewhere on the Discord. So go ahead and come over to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord. Check out those if you want to watch some exciting matches. Well, I mean, after this, you're going to want to watch this match and then go watch the other ones.
Very much so, yeah. And if you're here and this is your first time seeing a Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer co-op match, you're in for a treat because these things are spicy.
So they're just about to start, but what we saw so far is that they have a forced black mage. What do you think about that, Hate?
I think that's lucky. That means they don't have to use one of their other 2 character choices on a black mage.
Unfortunately, I didn't see what everybody picked, but I see a lot of thieves out there. And we'll see if I think that NUKE Kids on the Block were going to take black belts for their 3rd characters.
And we are off, and it looks like immediately Luffy runs in, finds Dwarf Cave at Corneria Castle with a katana -3.
The katana's rolled down.
And level 1 Nuke, and level 1 Brack.
Oh my goodness.
All right, who rolled this? Because they rolled too kind.
Well, Spellzap, the only person that is taking a Thief, White Mage, Black Mage instead of the Black Belt.
And a Brack stick? Dark Moon.
I am requisitioning Dark Moon to roll all of my seeds in the future. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Classic Gamer pointing out in chat that yes, last night's seed did look very nice going into it, and Topher caused a lot of problems. I'll bet we have the same thing.
Well, given the boss scaling, Topher gonna Topher.
Imp's casting Dazzle. I mean, I guess that's better than Thunder.
For a given value of better.
And Temple of Fiends is a Cardia treasure. Let's see if Spellzap pulls out anything. Was that 20,000 gold?
20,000 gold and an Aegis shield. I mean, it's -2, but that's another big chunk of change.
Hopefully Spellzap can find some towns and Danny doesn't hog them all this time.
I don't know about that. I kind of enjoy watching the runners suffer because I'm a horrible person when I'm on comms, and I will fully admit it.
Hey, so we have Shumbabi finding Canary Castle in the dwarf locked, getting the canoe from the king. Meanwhile, Luffy DV heading up to Matoya finds Temple of Fiends right away. What is this?
Sweet googly moogly. On the plus side, we're probably going to see Garland killed before the hour mark this time. Though,
And I have to say, if there was any doubt about the new kids in what they must be feeling after that loss, it is not showing, because if you watch both of their screens, their menuing is crisp. And I mean crisper than I have ever seen. They are on a mission to win this thing.
yeah, I have watched them quite a bit this tournament, and they have actually improved surprisingly, because they were pretty damn good to start.
Yeah, the teamwork is just really showing with them. I know that they typically will finish races, within seconds of each other.
Yeah, unless RNG happens and bad things hurt.
But then I go to the opposite side. You have Spellzap and Danny, who have been together almost since the beginning of time. I'm pretty sure that's when they formed.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, another katana in Temple of Fiends.
These katanas are broken. Let's get rid of them. Oh, and we found mermaids. Spellzap finding mermaids in, where is that? Elfline Castle?
Yeah, that's the Elf Castle, and and was that an Ice 2 item it looked like there? So now they have a sweeper item too. And I don't know where Danny found those pro ring. Oh my god, it looks like the pro rings were for sale in Corneria.
Well, if you're going to be dealing with imps with Dazzle, you might as well get those. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't think they help against them.
No, they won't help against Dazzle, except for the, at least the defense. And
well, I feel like it'll help.
Yeah, and it looks like that was... Yeah, that was an Ice 2 bonk that was found in mermaids. My goodness. All right, Spellzap, I am disappointed. You did not carbonate bubbles. Seed is invalid.
Good guy, Spellzap.
Bubbles must be carbonated. I am also in the party that the Hooray Dwarf must be spared from his horrible, painful life of one word. Kill the Hooray Dwarf. Set him free.
So we have an interesting thing going on. We had both teams simultaneously in both dungeons. Spellzap finding a dead end at Elfland proper.
So the one thing that I do get some solace from seeing all of these very shallow dungeons right now, this means that there's a larger possibility for the deep, painful, stupidly deep dungeon, and I'm here for it.
All right, I want to know, which one do you think it's going to be? Do you think that we're going to get a stupid deep dungeon that's going to have C-split, Marsh split, be 15 deep? And if so, where do you think it's going to be?
I hope we see that, and I hope that it's... I'm going to say I hope that it's Titans West.
Spellzap giving us a look at Marsh Cave, and it turns out that that is Melmond.
Ooh, better than you in chat, pointing it out that it could be also at Waterfall. That would be another good place to see it at.
And so many people in Melmond. Is a bustling town. We have Fade, we have Exit, we have Wall. What a stacked white magic.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Now, I do really like the rebuilt Melmond, except for the NPCs. NPCs that you can't guillotine. Always get in the way. And it looks like we found C-split at Melmond proper with the herb on the first floor.
That is a chest that is very easy to skip.
Yep, leading right into Sharknado, and Shumbabi just passing by all those chests. I guess he's going for a let's see what's here before he, checks more loot.
Well, if the item he found is the quote-unquote incentive in C, and there isn't a loose in there, then this is a pretty good plan.
Yeah, except the fact that there are 3 loose overall, though.
And they could be anywhere.
Yep, including those chests that he just walked right on by. You could find the floater in one of those chests, and God, I hope the floater's in one of those chests.
Oh, I love skipping chests.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a Gurmedusa tile?
That is a Gurmedusa tile. And they've got level 1 nuke.
This is what we like to call in the business delicious.
Yeah, and it's not even that deep. This is just going to be a super jet seed, I'm feeling.
I don't know if we saw what Sarah has, but Sarah has the TNT Dynamite.
Yeah, Sarah's got explosives, and Spell Zap has found he's found the Rod Lock at Cardia Double Top. I know Cardia Double Bottom was one of the miscellaneous volcano floors.
And again, what we see is that Shumbabi is going to be taking this Gurmedusa tile for a little bit of a grind, but oh man, they are slap happy. And that Ice 2 block, not enough to get it done. This is terrifying. And he wipes out.
All right, well, and Spell Zap has also found Sky 3 leading into Gaia. Ah, yeah. Oh, level 7 Warp.
I mean, exit at 5, level 7 warp. That's not great. TNT turns into the floater. Crescent Lake Party Planners have just found the floater.
Oh my God. And I don't know if NUKE kids have actually gone back to check and see what Sarah's got. Oh man. And Luffy has found Marsh Split at, somewhere that's not behind C Split. That makes me sad.
Yeah, Marsh Split top turning into a Cardia treasure. What is this? A double fighter tile on Shumbabi's side?
Just in case, the Gurmedusas weren't enough of a, EXP grind. All right, so it looks like that was at Ordeals.
Yeah, that was on the way to. We found something better than a double fighter grind. We found a Tiamat, and we have Brack.
Yeah, Brack Stick and Brack Casts.
Crab Cakes making a really good point that Shumbabi and Luffy are probably waiting until they hit level 10 so that they can go back and have an open the chest. I'm sorry. Hey, do you want to take this? Because I can't English.
That's fine. Yeah, waiting for level 10 so their thieves get that lockpicking ability before they go kick down the doors at the Corneria Castle Treasury and rob the place.
I'm just so excited for this match. I need to calm down, use my words.
Yep, and it looks like they found a ruined Lefane in Titan's East, so that's a thing.
And Danny, the first one in the air, 10 minutes, 14 seconds. Amazing.
Egads.
So at this point, I see exit at level 5. I see warp at level 7. Spell Zap having the only white mage, the only person capable so far of casting exit, is at a huge advantage.
Exit on a entrance and floor shuffle with Deep Towns, super nice. And Danny has found the Kraken floor as well. And to address Jay Carver in the chat, this is a co-op match between the Crescent Lake Party Planners and the NUKE Kids on the Block. They are all racing the same seed, and each team is sharing the key items with each other, as well as orbs lit and information.
I didn't see the character that was hiding behind Kraken, but hopefully we're going to get a first turn Bracken.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Brack says, broken
we got a first turn Bracken. And it was a knight that was behind Kraken.
And they have found so much armor for that thing. Wow, and Danny actually getting lucky enough to, get the knight and then still be able to light the orb without getting jumped by something. Seen that happen more than a few times.
Yeah, this is now a blessed seed because Danny got her Gundam all up and running.
Yep. Now she's just got to find a weapon for it.
Weapon, that'll come later.
Well, it's better not to have have him trying to slap things. Knights don't slap absolutely. All that well.
But yes, I should announce that Crescent Lake Party Planners have taken a 1-0 orb lead. Danny, in 12 minutes, able to not only get the floater, but Kraken on the first try. We already know where Topher is. We have seen Tiamat as well. So we're looking for the loot, and we're looking for 2 other fiends, and this could be a sub-hour seed.
That would be amazing. I mean, I kind of want a longer seed because quick seeds, it's good for the runners. But I like the slogs. I like to see the runners suffer because, as I mentioned before, yeah.
Yeah, Shumbabi going to the Agama tile, and that turns out to be a metal slime tile. That is delicious. However, they have damage poison.
Ew, 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 ew.
Spell Zap hitting the tile, but I don't think he's seen damage poison yet.
And we'll see how lucky he gets.
Oh, we're walking these levels out.
Yeah.
Danny got thrown all the way back to Ordeals. She's fighting the first. This is her second boss, which is the Ordeals maze.
Yeah, she made a bad step and just reset out rather than going back through the maze, which I can't blame her. Since at least that way she could reset the encounter table as well.
Oh, and something I didn't see, Luffy just picked up 3 gold bracelets from the Gaia shop. I did not see what the price of those were, but that is a huge pickup.
Yeah, what the price of those were, not expensive enough if they were able to get 3 of them already.
Why buy 1 when you could buy 3 for thrice the price?
The fact that they've got the money for it, man, that makes me jealous.
Danny making it through the maze. I'm excited to see what could be here.
Flame shield +3, some pocket change. And Danny going, wait, I have an Aegis shield. Sweet. And running into 2 packs of the tile, or the enemy that nobody likes, the Argoyles.
Yeah, Argoyles. Bad enemy or worst enemy?
Is there anything worse than worst?
Danny picking up the Ruby, which is sort of useless now that we're in the air, but in chat, Butter Than You 227. I believe Danny was the only one who picked up pro rings for everybody.
Yeah, those were available in the Corneria armor shop. And it looks like Shum is probably on his way to get those gold Cheerios as well.
The gold Cheerios are going to be the success because now you can go back to those Gurmedusas and they're not going to do much damage to you.
Yeah. Or it looks like he's offloading everything first. And he's going to be sad that he offloaded that... I would say he would be sad that he offloaded the Opal armor. And then I see that there's Ice +4 armor here as well.
I guess that's acceptable.
Well, and that would also be, dependent upon if they actually take the knight, which I don't know if NUKE kids will. I mean, they might if they get to Kraken first and they take that just as like hey, it's a useful thing rather than something that's just absorbing experience and not contributing.
Oh my, so apparently it wasn't damage poison that was on those metal slimes, it was stone poison.
Oh. Well, that's a nope.
I mean, at level 10, what's the difference, but...
Either way, it's a group kill you. And we
Danny
found
finding
Carrie.
Carrie. Nice.
And Zap finding the bridge at C-Split. Because
Equally as nice. Gay spell zap. I don't think it's equally as nice.
no, it's the troll bridge.
Oh, but yeah, there's kind of a problem. Danny does not have the levels to be able to take out Carrie. But knowing where she is half the battle. And I see Spell Zap now going for second orb, trying to take a 2-0 orb lead in this game 3.
Yeah, making that Tia rush. And behind Tia is Master, it looks like. That's kind of a big find. Though that does mean that the NUKE kids on the block are very likely going to be going double black belt into Topher. Wow.
Tiamat having words, not taking this Brack seriously.
And, Zap got lucky once and got hit by Tia and lived. It didn't happen a second time.
We're going back. We're going to do it again.
Gonna keep going until Tia turns into a statue and is broken into pieces. And a Fire 2 hammer found somewhere by Luffy. Ah, man. You want item magic? Here's all the item magic.
I don't know if that Fire 2 stick is going to be enough to take out those Gurmedusas, but if they are, this could be a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, it's in conjunction with all the other, multi-cast spell or cast items they've got. I think they'll probably be fine. Hey, and Danny finding Crescent Lake and the Chime for 11K-ish.
And she's got the money to buy it.
Yep. Though it looks like she just saved. I think she's probably going to save Scummy because she's only got 27K.
And take 2, Spell Zap takes down Tiamat. We are seconds away from a 2-0 orb lead. And Spell Zap's going to go grab that Master.
1855, 2 orbs lit in the air.
Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
New kids on the block are going to have to pick up the pace if they want to match this legendary team of the Crescent Lake Party Planners.
Well,
yeah, now it's down to just Lich. You need the loot, and you need Lich, and you're done. Shubabi finding the waterfall, going for trying to figure out what's down here. Nightmares are stopping him, but that thief is letting him run away.
Yep. Now, in these flag sets, I should say, the thief has been heavily buffed. He's got a plus 80 or plus 100 agility right out of the gate, which means he's a great dodge tank. He also runs away right quickly. And once he hits level 10, he becomes a key. And Danny finding the tail from the sages. As Zap found the Medusas. I think I just heard an engine starting to rev up.
Spellzap's party already level 15, but at this point, Shumbabi has just found the Iron Gold tile.
Ooh, Iron Golem.
Let's see if a nuke. That was a max roll nuke, and it didn't die.
Okay, no longer Iron Golems, Iron Golems, and Danny has found Lich.
Oh my, we're one loot away? Oh, that's terrifying. Shubabi finding the crystal. No team has found the loot yet. It's going to be interesting to see where it is.
I hope it's buried really deep behind a bunch of turn-ins. Let's hope that the herb turns into the slab, which turns into, trying to think of the horrible worst chain.
All I know is every prediction that we have had has been like, wrong. Oh yeah, it's going to be a terrible seed. We're 21 minutes in. We know where all the fiends are. So does Crescent Lake Party Planners.
Yeah, We also know where there are some amazing grind tiles. Oh my goodness.
Danny trying to fight this Lich off. I think we still have some nuke cast. We are potioning the Black Mage so that the Black Mage can continue to cast nuke. I love this strategy.
Yeah, you got to keep your damage up.
180, still not enough. I think we still have 1 or 2 nuke casts left.
Oh, and Shumbobby has found the prince. Let's see what Elf Castle is hiding. The crown. All right, good. So we have at least more of a fetch quest chain. So it could be herb to crown to, let's say, herb to crown to slab to bottle to cube with the loot behind the cube.
Danny lighting the 3rd orb for Crescent Lake Party Planners. A 3-0 orb lead, 22 minutes and 30 seconds in. She takes the Black Wizard from behind Lich and replaces the Gundam. I think she's getting ready to punch.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see what's in the Hall of Giants, as if there could be anything else better than what we found so far. Which, yeah, I know there could be a worm tile in there, which, given how the rest of the seed rolls, I am expecting something like that.
Right now, the new kids on the block are desperately trying to get a couple of levels. They're having some problems diving into dungeons and getting overwhelmed. They have to get up to level 10. Well, actually, they need to go back and they need to visit Sarah to get the floater.
All right, and out of ice came the adamant and the vanilla incentive chest, oddly enough. And yeah, Hall of Giants, second spike tile, are Ankleos. Nope.
Well, in Ice Cave, we did get Peds and we got Chimeras.
And it looks like Luffy was in Waterfall where he found that, huh? I am sorely disappointed in the lack of super deep dungeons that we've seen so far.
Well, you know, there's still some places we haven't visited. Cough, Vanilla Ordeals, cough.
No, Vanilla Ordeals was hit. Luffy did that early on. Do I remember what it was?
Why didn't I see that? I'm disappointed now.
Yeah, it looks
Rewind the tape. Everybody stop. We're restarting this.
Let me see here. Or at least I thought it was hit, though I could be misremembering.
Kate, you have done an amazing job during this tournament. So I understand if some of these are blurring together.
Seed bleed is a real thing, man. And Spellzap has found Elfland.
Shumbobby Bridge boss at the 25-minute mark. Elfland having lock at level 4. That's nice.
Also had life and life 2 at level 3.
Oh, Adamant turned into the Oxyale.
And Shum does not yet have the TNT, I think. We'll see. Nope, he doesn't. He's just going to go raid the Dwarven Armory.
What would be terrifying is if the loose loot is here.
Oh my goodness. Nope.
But that's where the tension is now coming from. Is the loot actually loose? Or is it something that is at the end of a very large chain as hate wishes?
Oh yeah, no, I hope it's behind a cube block, which is like 6 floors down, and then has another 4 or 5 floors at the bottom of it. And Luffy has found Kraken and is going in to try the Bracken. Ooh, as Jay Shadell points out, yeah, we could see the Rodlock, or he says it could be below the Oxy, but I'm going to take that one step further and say because I think they've seen the rod lock. So let's see the rod lock lead to on-rack, and then the on-rack dungeon lead to the cube lock.
Well, Luffy getting on the board for New Kids on the Block. It is now 3 orbs to 1 orb as Luffy bracks the Kraken.
Picks up his knight. Congratulations, you now have a meat shield. And 100% EXP bonus. Hey, Astos has been found by Shumbabi.
I believe it was a ribbon -2 with that he's given out. So,
well, there goes that dream. But still, ribbon. At least there's that for him, because that's the only ribbon we've seen this seed, as opposed to in some of the other seeds where it was raining ribbons and katanas and a couple of masas, and yeah.
And Danny wiping out of those chimeras as Luffy TV trying to get another orb on the board, going Bridge Destiny. We're going to try to do another brack, this time on Tiamat.
Let's see how Luffy's luck holds up here. And, normally I would be concerned that Shumbabi didn't go check the spike tiles in there, but never mind. Looks like he's going to do so now. I would say I was concerned, but I think he's coming back and doing it.
You got to check the chests. And finds Bupkis, finds a couple of werewolves.
As the party planners have grabbed their crystal, like shiny thing. I've forgotten words.
And Luffy's Bradcaster gets punched to bejesus and back, going in for seconds. Spellzap is going to be taking these iron goals because still has nuke charges. Up to level 20 already.
Wow. And then just exits right out and is like, I'm fine.
Probably trying to get levels for that carry kill.
Yep. Carry 1 has been a bit of a gatekeeper on these seeds because the boss stats are so high, and carry gets kind of punchy.
Normally, I would say, just grab some confuse and hope for the best, but I think that was not low level.
Yeah, I don't remember even seeing it yet so far. And we have a Bracken Tiamat. And
did we just replace the thief?
No, just replace the knight.
Well, Luffy getting New Kids on the Block back in the game. 3 orbs to 2 orbs. Crescent Lake Party Planner still in the lead.
Yeah, especially since the 4th orb is floater locked.
And at this point, it's terrifying. Danny has been in the air for... she got in the air just after the 10-minute mark. She's been in the air for 20 minutes so far. And New Kids on the Block have not gone back and checked Sarah to get the floater, or to get the TNT, which turned into floater.
Luffy finding a incentivized... Looks like 2 incentive items. There was a Bane sword, which was probably the defense sword, and then the X-Cal, which rolled -3.
Oh, this is really interesting. Both of those incentive items were in C. We've already found 1 C incentive, which means that we found 2 loose. This reduces the chance that loot is going to be loose.
Yep. All right, and Danny has picked up the Adamant for Crescent Lake Party Planners. I'm wondering how quickly they're going to go turn that thing in, or if they're just going to we'll get to it soon enough. And Luffy found another katana.
Just where is this loot? Oh yeah, it is very possible. I did not catch Spellzap going through that floor, but Crabcakes is telling me that he did do that floor, so it's very possible that Spellzap already has the information. And now the one advantage that we were talking about for New Kids on the Block of having the Oxgale, Crescent Lake Party Planners has just gotten.
and Luffy going back to work on some Gurmaduces now that he's got a little bit more levels, got some armor. And Danny finding that the crystal leads to disappointment.
It turns into the key, which does mean that if you so choose, you could get rid of that thief. I don't know why you would choose that, but if you so choose.
Madness? That's about the only thing I can think of for it. Unless you find a ninja to replace it with.
I want to go into Topher with 4 black belts.
Not in this seed. Whilst there are the promoted classes, they are distinct. Ew, spells that finding kind of an ugly tile.
I think it's quite beautiful.
I never like running into that tile. It always hurts. Like, I'll take it out of desperation. Now, the Gurmadusa air tile, that's a little bit better.
These R Ankylos are just giving everybody the business.
Our Ankylos make hurt. That's their entire purpose, is just to absolutely hurt you as badly as they can and give you not much XP. They're not as bad as the Phantoms, but they're kind of close.
Spells app going down to the link room on Earth 4 floor.
Seeing if
Finds
there's
a
anything
house,
loose
finds
there.
something, and a whir sword.
Yeah,
No,
it looked
thank
like it
you.
was a copper bonk -1, and Shumbabi getting that Bane sword, because never hurts to have a Bane sword.
That Bane sword's going to be too little too late.
I don't know. We'll see how things go, because, well, if they actually do remember to go back to talk to Sarah, that would put them on close to an even footing. Maybe.
Oh, what is this delicious tile of zombie Ds and whiz vampires?
This is the Marshlocked tile. That's actually not a bad find there.
And Spells app finding all of Mirage and Sky. I think this is going to be the one. Mirage is going to be the deep dungeon that you were looking for.
Come on.
And unless Spells app can pull, unless he can pull the loot out of this first run, I think he's going to have to dig pretty deep.
I'm hoping. Though we've also got Danny going into that on-rack dungeon. Starting off with Earth 2. Let's hope it goes deep.
Yeah, one thing Dark Moon Firelight says in chat, grinding on 2 orbs, not a great feeling. That is absolutely correct. But you got to get those levels from somewhere. And New Kids have had a very successful strategy of getting some early levels after 1 or 2 orbs.
Yeah, it has served them quite well throughout this tournament. Yeah, Danny found that fire hammer. Or a fire 2 hammer.
This is so nerve-wracking. Just every time Spells app opens a box, I'm like, is this going to be the loot?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just like, oh, come on, man, come on. Oh, dragon armor. Too bad there's no more knights. Never mind. Oh, Luffy has found the bottle. That is the third item, or third loose item there. So loot is in one of the incentivized dungeons.
All right, what haven't we checked? I don't think we found an incentive in Sky.
So, yeah, it could be behind bottle, which, come on, let's see that bottle lead into a hellacious turn-in chain. Please give me something. All right, and rod in earth.
For Crab Case, yes, 3 incentive items were on Sharknado floor, and the other one was on was the first chest on the left of the split.
Yep.
So that would have been one of them was the incentive, and the other one were the 3 loose. So.
Yeah. C held all the things today, apparently.
So I think that's what we're looking for, unless anyone else can think of something. It's either going to be the bottle turn in, or it's going to be one of the sky floors that we haven't seen.
Ooh, a ribbon in Marshlock. That's kind of a nice find. That means there's at least 2 ribbons in this seed.
Oh, you know what I forgot? There's here we go. Danny finding Provoca.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if we found that yet.
I don't believe we have.
Oh, wouldn't that be something if this entire time a pirate was hiding the loot?
It's how I keep my crew's morale up during those rough nights in the sea.
Should have traded that loot for some vitamin C.
Well, he's got to try and entertain him. He's not so smart about, keeping people healthy. Finding Invis 2 at White Magic level 2, that's a nice one to find there, because that means you can get those those Invis stacks up nice and quick.
Now, something that I enjoy doing, when you have Invis 2 and Invis at the same level, I actually buy both of them, because when you are at the end game and you only want your one character to live, just cast Invis. It takes less time.
All right, and Bicky was holding a katana -3.
I, for one, am shocked.
I stole this thing from my chef. You can have it now, I guess. It's a little bit dinged up.
I feel like this is the random junk that is just thrown into the ocean. It's just nothing but katanas.
Yeah, let me see. It's been, what, 4 or 5 katanas tonight?
I lost count.
That is one thing that I have definitely noticed about these flags is, oh my god, so many katanas.
And Spellzap, a man after my own heart, going for vanilla ordeals. This is going to be it. I feel it, hate. This is going to be the one.
All right, well, Danny is also heading to the Rod Lock, so we can see what comes up out of here. I would wish for the loot in TFC, but we've already found all the loose and the C incentive, which makes me sad.
And Shumbabi picking up the master from Tia. So now both Luffy and Shumbabi have dual masters. That's 4 Fists of Fury, by the by.
Yeah, this has been kind of what they've really been wanting to run, and saying is pretty much a win condition for most of this tournament, or at least most of the past couple of rounds. Oh yeah, Marsh Split. That was what was at Ordeals.
Now, if I remember correctly, we didn't comment on it, but I'm checking out the delicious notes that we have here. Fast was level 2 black magic.
Great, googly moogly. Have we found Temper yet?
I don't know. So probably not.
Yeah, or if we haven't seen anybody cast it, because who knows?
Question in chat: thieves are necessary, right? Thieves are very nice in this flag set, especially when you're just trying to get through Topher, to ambush things, to run away from things. It's great.
And Zenobian pointing out Temper was level 5, so they've got it. Oh, 8! There's the TNT
Luffy,
from Sarah.
Nice. Luffy picking up the TNT, going to go turn that in and get the floater. This is huge for the NUKE kids.
Wondering if either the CLPP is ready to go try and take on that carry. It looks like Danny's going to go try and do it.
We call Danny the World Slayer. Nobody calls her that. I'm just saying, if she's going to light 3 orbs.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wouldn't that be something if the loot was behind carry locked the entire time?
Oh, man. Yep. Oh, there out comes the stone poison from those angry, angry, angry metal slimes. All right, it looks like Spellzap has found Bahamut and the Volcano Armory at Marsh Bottom at Volcano, or Ordeals. And it looks like he's going to try and punch himself a dragon. Temper up the punch cannon. And Bruce up the white mage goes, oh god. Oh, and all that was in carry locked was a cloth.
Womp womp.
Yep. Oof. Bahamut pegging that master pretty hard, but the master surviving, and just keep cast faded, keep cast nuke, keep casting damage spells, and down goes Bahamut.
So while that was going on, did I miss? Did Shumbabi get the slab out of what is that? Mirage 2? The greater than less than?
I guess so. I didn't see it. Hey, and Shumbabi also decided to take a look further down the marsh split because he realized that they hadn't checked to the marsh bottom, and following up.
Yeah, Spellzap skipped the slab floor.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the slab turns into. I can't tell if that's cube or oboe because I got a little bit of pixelation on my side because my internet's being a little bit chunky right now.
That is a cube.
All right. Oh, and Carrie has poison touch. Apparently, that's an annoying. Oh God, Shum, you're pulling a Dark Moon, man. Save so you don't get all of those items again.
Saving is a crutch.
And Masa in the Volcano Armory. Thank you for pointing that out, Crabcakes. And it looked like a Lit 3 or a Lit 2 item there as well, because, you know, that's more item magic.
Danny hitting some high rolling nukes, and then of course hits a low one while the black belt gets punched out. We're going to cast some cures to try to keep those nuke happy black mages alive.
Just keep nuking. Just keep nuking.
There's worse things than being held.
Yeah, very, very much so. Like that. That was a worse thing than being held.
The Cure's 2 stick. It does nothing.
I'm poking at this corpse with the stick. It's not doing anything. All right.
366 down goes Carrie.
And at 45-minute mark, kind of like last night, unless Danny gets unlucky and wipes on the way up to light the orb. Nope, she's safe. All right. 44-46, all 4 orbs lit.
Luffy doing the same thing, finding Carrie. So we have a 4-0 lead, or 4-2 lead on orbs, but Luffy is trying to make that a 4-3 lead.
Danny popping in to top off her heal pots and probably pick up some houses from Underhill because, you know, support your local independent Oasis vendors. I don't know.
Luffy taking out Carrie, lighting up the 3rd orb for New Kids on the Block. Shumbabi finding the news that Fast is indeed level 2. And Spellzap trying to find the loot.
Well, Danny may very well know about that Gurmedusa tile because Spellzap has found it. And Luffy has found Lich as well. It's going to be a good one.
Crabcakes updating us that Spellzap did not see anything on that floor, so does not know that the 3 loose are already accounted for.
Though he is now checking less than, greater than, and finding the slab.
Goodness, what a topsy-turvy. We had Crescent Lake Party Planners in almost an insurmountable lead in the air 30 full minutes before Nuke Kids on the Block. And now it is tied 4 orbs to 4 orbs.
Yeah, and it's really, at this point, it's a hunt for the loot.
If that bottle turns into the loot, the advantage has swung back to the Nuke Kids on the Block.
Yep. That being said, they haven't yet found Crescent Lake and the Chime, but we are about to see what that bottle turns into. Hey, Luffy is the proud new owner of Warp. I don't know if he has any casts of it, but he owns it. And it looks like the Nuke Kids are probably going to go double black belt, double black mage. To answer the question, XX Ron is XX or Ronies. I'm not sure how it would be pronounced. My bad if I've mispronounced it. The only items they actually need to take to Topher would be a key if they don't have a thief or a ninja, and the loot. Everything else is pretty much optional. Oh my.
There is the Diddy. That's the loot that we've been looking for. And Nuke Kids on the Block take the lead.
They are now officially in grind and go mode.
And everything that we need is on one floor. The information that all of the loose are not the loot, but that the bottle is there on Sharknado floor, and that turns into the loot.
This is definitely going to be a tight one, because until until Danny or Zap realize, crap, we don't have any of the loose, it's going to be not pleasant.
Well, it looks like Nuke Kids on the Block are picking up a bunch of pro rings. They're doing their shopping before they do the grind.
I don't hate this, because that means that you don't have to do the rest of your running around after you've done your grind. You do your grind, you go, you pick up heal pots, and you dive Topher.
So I think we did end up seeing Q block. So Spellzap is probably going to head back there.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that Danny's going for that Masa, it looks like, probably. Spellzap coming in to check the Earth 3 chests and hope that the loot or something leading to the loot is there, and he's going to be nothing but disappointed. And yeah, Mirage 2 reversed is so annoying.
Looks like Danny was fishing out that ruse stick.
Yep, she's got her Masa, she's got her ruse stick.
I believe that Luffy ended up clearing Lich and Carry, so they should be in grind and go mode now that they have the loot.
Yeah, we'll try and keep an eye out next time one of them opens their menu and we don't blink. Because heaven forbid we blink for that microsecond when they actually do have the window open. I'm pretty sure they all killed him as well. It's just a verification at this point. Looks like Danny is going in to punch herself a dragon as well and get all lit up. And chat, thank you for confirming that they do have all the orbs lit.
Spells out going through Raw block to get Q block. We're going to see what's behind here. We have some nachos, but that's not very, that's not going to make the pain go away.
Yeah, nachos, meh. They're always a little soggy, and sometimes they hit a little too hard. Luffy heading back in to get some Gurmadusas. Danny getting lost in the backwards less than greater than floor because that one's just that one's no fun.
If you are a fan of the Crescent Lake Party Planners, you have to hope that this dungeon ends very soon, and that Spellzap decides to go back to Sharknado floor. We found Sarda. He's probably hoping that the loot is going to be here, and that it was a 50-50.
And it's a vanilla Vorpal. Yeah, I'd stick with that Katana -3. So paradoxical to answer the question of how the co-op works on these races. Excuse me. All the key items and orbs are shared. So if one person picks up a key item, it is shared to the other person through a third-party server. And yeah, both teams are on their own separate Discord calls and probably have a shared document somewhere that they're both updating with locations and such. Ooh.
Now, if I remember correctly, this was where the Crescent Lake Party Planners need to go, is the C-Split, which was in Melmond. That's
Correct.
going to lead to the Sharknado floor, which is going to have the bottle in the top left room.
Which I'm not sure if it's on the other side of the C-Split, but that's also where the Gurmadusas are. So yeah, they do know what things have been checked, but they may not know which chests have not been checked. And that's a problem, because they found a couple of key items on Sharknado, but they didn't check all of Sharknado. Danny having that moment of, okay, reset and accidentally hit new game as opposed to continue. I hate doing that.
Well, the new kids on the block have their grind up and running. Let's see what levels that we have. I missed Shumbabi's.
Shumbabi just
26?
hit 26. Yep. And we've got 29 on Luffy. Where Crescent Lake Party Planners are just running around madly trying to find that loot. And Spellzap going to go kick down the doors of Corneria Castle Treasury and check there.
Well, based on what's happening here on the new kid side, we're at level 30. We're at level 27, 28 for Shumbabi. It looks like in the next 7-ish minutes, both of these runners are going to be at level 42 and about to go into Topher around the 102, 103 mark.
Yep. And Professor Render, to answer your question, the loot was hiding behind the bottle. The bottle was the third loose item on Sharknado floor, which is behind C-Split. Which, ironically, is also where the Gurmadusas are. Oh man, they are just running around, going to every place they've been except Sharknado.
Yeah, I think the only thing that are going to stop new kids on the block is if we get a Tiamat and a carry that are really evasive.
Though they do have fast and they do have lock.
Yeah, but they don't have any life casters, so...
That is true. If they lose their black mages, they're going to have problems.
Oh, and Spellzap in the right location. But going the incorrect direction.
Keep digging. Don't walk out with that herb, man. Oh wait, I forgot it was this side with your. No,
Oh,
no!
Go back, stop. Go back in. The spell zap on the right floor. Let's see it.
And I'm wondering where Luffy and Shum are heading toward yet. Must have been some kind of magic back there they want.
Oh, spell zap. Oh my goodness.
He hurting us, man.
So do you think Luffy and Shubabi are just heading to those iron goals? I think that's going to be a quicker grind for the rest of this.
Yeah, that'd do it. Especially since they've probably got their punch cannons up to 32 at least. And yeah, they're just going to go up and chew on some metal for a bit.
This is just terrifying. This is the nightmare that you have when you're playing co-op. You miss one level, and it just so happens there's 3 key items on that level. I'm trying to find the correct words to convey how painful this is to watch.
Yeah, this is, oh man. Especially given how much of a commanding lead they had for the first bit of this. Like, they had a really, really great start. And then the loot happened.
On the plus side, Spell Zap is already level 30. I don't know what level Danny is. 25. So their grind, once they find the loot, it should only take approximately 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's a big old once, though. Looks like Danny's going to go dive that on-rack dungeon again. Though I believe she already opened all the chests in Earth 2, because that's where she found the rod.
Well, on the plus side, for Crescent Lake party planners, these iron goals not going down easy.
Yeah, and it looks like Luffy was, using that Bane sword, hoping for that 3 and 256. And since the iron goals, or since the black belts crit rate is halved, they're not hitting as hard on the iron goals. Also, don't care about the crit rate on the Vorpal. Still prefer the Katana -3 over the Vorpal, because Vorpal, ugh.
Spell Zap going to be taking some levels here. This is not a bad idea. You want to collect your thoughts. You want to go, all right, where haven't I visited? Which of the 240 chests have I not opened?
Yep, go just keep thinking, like, okay, what's missing? Where did I miss things at? What did I not open? And looks like Luffy's going in to pick up some I don't know what he's doing here, honestly. Maybe checking the level 6 magic? The Gurmeduses are a really good grind. I normally would like the Iron Gulls a bit more, but they are really tanky. So I do think I would personally favor the Gurmeduses in this instance. That's my own thoughts. Deadpools probably would have better inputs on that, because
those Gurmedusas are very nice. The problem with them is that they take a little bit of time to kill. If you don't use Nuke or Fade, if you're trying to kill them with the Fire 2 or the Ice 2 stick, it's just a huge waste of time. but those Iron Goals aren't doing much better than that.
And Spell Zap leaving Melmond. Leaving behind the bottle. This is... Oh... My heart aches for them in this instance, because, oh, man. Though, Luffy has found Matoya and got the key, which they actually needed since they have no Thief Ninja. Danny, you're real close. You're real close. Go over to... No, wrong direction, Danny. Yes, north. Come on, keep going north. You're pointing the direction. No! That's south, Danny. All right, Danny, turn around. Go north. Come on. Go north. Please, Danny, please. And Rob D. Raven, yes, it is bottle to loot. The bottle is on Sharknado with 2 other loose items. And yeah, Spellzap just walked right past it. And at 102.55, we have Luffy into Toph.
And Shumbabi following behind just 10 seconds. If you are a fan of the Crescent Lake Party Planners, you need to hope for a very rough Temple of Fiends. And I'm talking very rough.
Yeah, because this is, if you noticed on on Luffy's side, we have 2 people with 999 hit points. Which, honestly, they've probably been there for a while, because those black belts got a plus 40 vitality buff for this seed. Yeah, Crescent Lake Party Planners, they had a really good lead for a while, but they've been hunting for the loot for like the past half hour or so.
The past 40 minutes. And every time they find a key item, they think, okay, this is the one, because they had to turn in herb to crown. And that turned into a ribbon. And then they found Sarda after the rod locked and the cube locked, and that turned into the Vorpal?
Yes. All right, 104.16. Shum enters Toph. And yeah, classic gamer. I think we're all hoping for a really rough Topher, because come on, rough Topher makes best Topher. All right, Danny, north. Nope. No. She keeps teasing us just by hanging about in that area, but not actually getting it. And Malakoth, yeah, it may not look rough right now, but, we haven't seen the Fiends. I know Shumbabi took a look at the stat bats, and I saw a lot of things with a lot of pluses. I just didn't pay enough attention to what each one was.
But Danny's starting to grind, which is probably the correct thing to get her levels to match up to Spell Zap. And then if they don't find the loot by then, at that point, Danny will be fully leveled and looking for the loot.
Yeah, and hopefully she will start off by going, all right, we haven't checked everything on Sharknado. Definitely kind of a feels bad moment for him, but all right, we have Luffy on the Earth floor. Oh, Zap, you're in the right, you're on a floor of the correct dungeon, but not in the right dungeon for it.
Luffy giving us, we get stopped by some Earths, which are unrunnable. Just before we get to see Lich 2.
Yeah, let's see how this rolls. Now, the big thing that's going for the Crescent Lake Party Planners versus the NUKE Kids on the block, NUKE Kids have no healing outside of some item magic. So they are hoping for speed and power. So if, say, Kraken 2 downs one of their black wizards and Tia 2 eats the other one, they're in a bit of a pickle. It's the same thing that Danny would have, actually, because she has no white magic. Spellzap at least has a white wizard, which he may or may not keep. We'll see.
Now, something that's going to be considered a rough Topher, you only have 99 healing potions. You've got two characters at 999 health. Like, if a bunch of spells get cast like that nuclear right there, that takes out, 800 health, that's a third of your healing potion.
Yeah, Luffy just warped his way out and is like, I need to buy more healing potions. Zap is on the right floor. He's heading towards the right chest. Bottle get! And Gaia was not that deep down, if I recall, so they should be able to get to that pretty quickly.
Oh, and Luffy going for healing potions. They weren't there.
Womp womp. Yeah, actually, I feel kind of bad about that because, yes, it may sound like we had a Crescent Lake party platter bias, but really, I am actually torn between these two teams.
Oh my goodness. And Shumbabi, his black mage, takes a hit, gets killed. He resets out of Topher.
Yep, and Zap is landing at Cardia to go check that bottle. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, we've got ourselves a race. Like, I personally kind of have a little bit of a hope for Nuke Kids on the Block since they were the team that beat my butt out of the tournament. But also, I kind of want Danny and Zap to win. Maybe retake the crown.
I believe that I can simultaneously cheer for both teams.
All right, true fact. Honestly, I just want it to be a good race so that we all win and loot gets.
Now the real question is, how fast can the Crescent Lake party planners finish their grind and enter Topher? And do the Nuke Kids on the Block have more troubles in Topher?
Yeah, this is definitely a problem that you run into when you go with Black Belt Black Mage. If you get taken down by something, you're in trouble. I mean, Danny's in that same box, and Danny just hit level 35.
You see, I'm going to compare this to yesterday's race because those highs and lows, it was an emotional roller coaster. This race right here has had higher highs and lower lows, and I don't know how much more I can take.
I know. I mean, it's a good thing that this is the ultimate race for it because holy crap, there have been so many races that have just been like super close and have just been back and forth. And this has been just an amazing tournament. All right, Zap going to probably turn in the crown, see what he gets out of it.
He's going for that ribbon.
Yeah, which I can't blame him for because, ribbon good, yo. Slap that ribbon on your white mage and, hey, look, you've got some protection for your life caster. I mean, it won't protect him from Kraken 2 doing Kraken 2 things or from Nuke, but it'll protect him from some things. At least they probably won't get zapped or baned. Probably.
Womp womp. So it looks like we're going in on the hard reset, and we're getting those Earth encounters, those unrunnable Earths. But Lich opens with a nuclear, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Just that was literally 20 healing potions down the drain just from that. I think we do have, a Cure 2 stick?
Yeah, Cure 2 stick, and I think that's about it. All right, and there's some more stat bat check, and once again, saw a lot of stars.
Spell Zap going in, level 35, not a care in the world.
Yeah, this is a thing. I mean, I have seen people go in at lower levels on these scalings and actually make it through. Okay, person.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if anyone can win, it's going to be Spell Zap.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the advantage of having that white wizard, which, gave him access to life, gave him access to life 2. Cure 4 was level 8, so probably not. Validation chests checked. That's a thing, at least.
And it looks like we have Shumbabi on carry. This is the fiend that beat up one of the black mages and caused him to reset out.
See how it goes this time. Well, Carrie's doing some good or taking some damage, but still alive. And not anymore. So Luffy tapping level 44, about to enter the seafloor after he shotgunned so many potions.
That's the fear, running out.
I think I saw 40-something left, which is not a good feeling right now.
Oh, and Luffy's black mage goes down.
Oof. I wonder if he's going to keep pressing forward or if he's going to reset out and, hope that he doesn't get bodied again.
Listen, black mage going down, that's one less body to heal, I'll tell you what.
There is true there. Yeah, and Luffy's just like, nope, I'm going for it. I do not care. Looks like Danny has finished her grind, heading in to buy heal pots and get moving.
And spell zap already on Lich.
Yep, fastening up that punch wizard. Yeah, tossing out some harm too, because, why not?
And Kraken opens with nuclear. Again, 20 more healing potions down the drain.
At least. Hoping for that Brack to work on Kraken too. I mean, yeah, it might work, but it is not a good chance for it. 10 hits, 735. Holy crap on a crap stick. Just bodied that black belt.
Oh, that's terrifying.
900 points of damage. Oof. All right, and we have Danny in at 113.48, and down goes Kraken too for Shum at just about that same time. And we got three people parties now.
Luffy trying Bane strats, not working. Punch comes out, 715, Tornado comes out.
I think that was his thief.
And gets bodied. Luffy resets out. Crescent Lake party planners have taken the lead.
And we are at tier 2. Thief going out with a Brack, hoping. Fire 3 coming out, doing some minor damage. Got some good ED armor on those guys. 2 punches, 304. This is a kind of evasive Tia here.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. If you would have told me an hour ago, Kate, that the Crescent Lake party planners would have had a 30-minute lead with the floater, and then they couldn't find the loot and lost 30 minutes, and now are back in the lead, I can't believe it.
Yeah, and this Tia 2, super dodgy. It got hit 3 times by that fasted level 44 master. And they don't have lock. Oh boy.
Those Cure 2 sticks coming out, Tiamat with nuke!
Oh, everybody lives, barely. 7 hits, 1484. That's a punch kind of you need. Gotta hope for some turn order. Oh, turn order happens, and Shum is through Tia 2.
Goodness, how many healing potions do we have left?
31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25.
Spell Zap already going for the Lich 2, going for Kraken 2. Spell Zap has a little bit less levels, but has that
12,
white mage.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done.
Tried to use an antidote for good measure. Shumbabi from New Kids on the Block, first one to the Double Dragons. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 53 seconds.
This is not going to be pretty, man. Going for fast on that.
Fast goes off, gets turn order.
Fire 3 coming out. 110 on the Thief, 25 damage to the others because Pretty Ribbons. Brack, failure. 10 hits, 950 onto that. Carry 2, fast on carry.
That was a lucky fast.
Yeah. All right, Temper going off first. Well, I get some lucky turn order here. Punch carry. 11 hits, 1507. Down she goes. Brack, failure.
Goodness, and we're tempering.
I am. Temper Punch, 5 hit, 789. Nuke coming out. Surprisingly enough, everybody lived. Gear 2 coming out for that black belt. Man, get some good order on those tempers. Down goes Thief. Punch, 2 hits, 494. You're going to need to hit more than that. Yeah.
Oh, on Spell Zap side, we have Fade Strats coming out as he's down to his White Mage.
Hopefully his White Mage been getting tempered. Tiamat busting out a nice 2, going, yeah, tickle, tickle. 2038 on 7, and down goes the Double Dragons at 117.05. Get your G out in chat for Shoom Bobby.
Luffy on the Lich floor. Luffy now needs to finish this to wrap up these finals as Spell Zap coming back in. The lead has shifted over to New Kids on the Block as Danny is on the Carry 2 floor.
Oh, man. This is the kind of race I wanted.
Listen, Luffy has had problems keeping his Black Mage alive through Kraken. That Kraken knows how to hit.
Kraken makes smackin'.
But now Spell Zap is going to need a little luck to get through because he does have fewer levels. He's going to be doing less damage. And Danny needs a little luck to get through as well because she doesn't have healing magic either.
Nope, but I think she has Lock at least, so there is that. And, of course, fast, just after the nick of time. Oh, and Spell Zap running into a pack of those horrible, horrible slimes.
That's not the worst thing in the world. If he can get some characters to be stoned, he might be able to survive if he gets that ruse stick.
Yeah, he actually he's got that words making things happen. Brain just done.
I don't know if you can keep your Black Mage stoned for that much longer because you need that fast cast to be able to take out Lich right away before that nuclear comes out.
Yeah, and we have got Luffy at Carry 2, getting some good turn order, except for the fast coming out after the punch.
Danny on the Kraken 2 floor. Luffy, big punch, kills Carry 2. Now on the Kraken 2 floor, along with Danny. Spell Zap, 2 floors behind on Lich 2.
Yep, and it is kind of a shame that, as pointed out, that it would be best to get that White Mage turned into a statue and just drag that along. And, that way, if you need a revive, you just fix her up. All right, Luffy strolling his way on through that water floor, getting ready to run into the punch machine that is Kraken 2.
Deep breaths, Danny. Kraken 2 ain't no thing. Let's see how these Krakens differ. We got fast going off on Luffy's side, only a punch for 418. And another punch for 850 nuclear rolling out.
But we got Danny getting that dodge tank up and rolling. We got some locks coming out. We've got punch coming out. We got tempers coming out. And of course the punch comes out before the tempers. But 12 hits, 1154. 7 hits, 256. Swing and a miss by Kraken onto that ninja. Lock coming out. Gear 2 staff because why not? 13 hits, 12, 13. Down it goes. Danny is through. Just as Luffy is through. Luffy has to spend a lot more time burning potions, though. Danny got super lucky.
This is true, and not only that, Spell Zap closing the gap, 1 floor behind.
Yeah, he had been pulling out the vanilla speedrun strats there by keeping that Black Mage stoned, so it wouldn't die during the rest of the fights, but bringing it up for Carry 2, because Carry 2 is kind of painful right now.
Right. Luffy. Come on, Luffy.
Spell Zap has had a wipe to Kraken 2, which surprisingly enough, in that wipe, Kraken 2 left the life caster for last. But speaking of Kraken 2, Spell Zap is on the water floor now. We've got Luffy getting some more fasts out. Tia bopping a slow 2 onto onto one of those black belts. Gonna have to burn another fast to get that thing to punch at regular speed even. Nuke time!
No.
Oh,
As Danny gets inked.
heavy roll on Luffy's black mage though. Took it down by 380. Cure 2 staff coming out, please keep the black mage alive. Oh, and his big punch cannon getting stopped.
But that gives him a little time to get those Cure 2s out. And the real test, Spell Zap onto Kraken. Can he survive this?
And Danny is through tier 2. It's a good thing he actually had been hitting that Cure 2 stick, because otherwise that black mage would have been pasted by now. Oh, never mind.
Oh no! But he gets through. He still has the thief, and he still has 2 black belts.
And Danny doing the needful and going, all right, you two, you get to go be meat walls. Take some hits. Oh, and down goes the white wizard for Spell Zap. That is, that's not good.
Luffy out of healing potions.
Yeah, this is my
and
shock
the Cure
face.
2 stick. The Cure 2 stick is gone, and we're getting punt. Oh, the Cure 2 stick was put on there. Fire 3 rolls out, taking our health down to dangerously low levels comparatively.
My goodness.
Slow 2 doesn't hit.
Down goes Carrie. All right.
Kate, we're 1 fiend away. We're 1 fiend away from having champions as Nuke rolls out.
And barely survives for that other black belt. Oh, my goodness. Stop rolling out, not landing on anyone. Oh. 1 hit, 133. Swing and a miss. Ice 2, tickle, tickle. Oh, my goodness. Fire 2 coming out and dropping one of the black belts.
Lit 2, not enough. Is this going to be it?
Oh, my goodness. And that black belt is swinging and missing and swinging and missing, and 2 hits for 270. Spell Zap got wiped out. And down goes
Luffy! Oh, no!
Oh, man. See, this is the kind of race that I was hoping for. A race where my voice is not happy with me, and I'm loving it.
Luffy DV, 1 fiend away, probably 300 health, 1 punch away from putting this thing in the bag, and drops it. Spell Zap, getting out of there, going to take some slimes to get more level.
And down goes Zap on Danny's side, who was getting ready to toss out some locks. Oh, this is a close one.
Oh, and Danny does it! Danny's the second to finish this. 1 hour, 24 minutes, 26 seconds. It is down to Spell Zap v. Luffy. Luffy back in Topher trying to get this. Spell Zap getting some levels. G's out in chat for Danny.
And to answer the question for Butter Than You as to why I curse the runners, because it's entertaining. As I then have to take a drink.
Spell Zap getting up to level 36, going to take these zombie Ds. Basically, Luffy is going to have a free run. If he can make it through this time, he is going to win it for his team. If he can't, that's going to give Spell Zap the opportunity, who not only has a white mage, but is going to have the same levels.
Yeah. Spell Zap is like, all right, I'm done screwing about. It's time to get some murder going.
This is it. This has to be the dive that Luffy makes it if he wants to win. I don't think if he lets Spell Zap come back into Topher, I think CLPP is going to take it.
Yeah, this is the kind of finals I was hoping for. I love these races, and I'm going to be sad to see this tournament done, but we have another one coming up starting in a couple of weeks, and I am looking forward to that one.
Oh, it is too early to think about that.
Lies and slander.
Luffy DV making his way to Lich 2 for, I believe, the 3rd time, or is this the 4th time?
Somewhere between...
I believe this is the 4th time.
Yeah, somewhere between the 3rd and the 15th. I don't know. And yeah, who would imagine that an hour ago it'd be this close, that we'd be seeing this happening. This is... Oh... I'm a very happy man right now.
this has been a topsy-turvy race. It's been so back and forth, but this is the time. If Luffy's going to do it, this is going to be the time to do it. Now, the real question, how high does Spellzap go? How much time does he think he's going to have to get these levels?
I think he's going 42. Just because of the black belt's existence. Man, even the speed bump of Lich 2 has actually been... it has actually caused some damage. It's weird.
When you don't have any healing magic and all of these spells are rolling at the beginning.
Getting those Cure 2 sticks shuffled around so we can try and keep some people alive. And JLo7 making a very salient point in chat. It came down to both teams losing half an hour hunting for items. In Crescent Lake Party Planner's case, it was the bottle leading to the loot. And for NUKE Kids on the Block, it was finding the floater.
Luffy starting to get into the dangerous territory in here, going into carry 2.
Zap is done with his grind and is heading back. Carry going, all right, you can cast fast, I can do it too. 5 hits, 633 onto carry. We've got some more. We got fast on the other black belt. 7 hits, 437 to that ninja. 13 hits, 954. Bye, carry.
Things are coming up aces for Luffy on this dive. Let's see if he can keep it going on Kraken 2. But Spellzap just is going to be tearing through this. On my screen, it looks like his thief is stutter stepping his way there.
Yeah, I kind of love that, actually.
He is the Mike Piazza of this run, if anyone gets that reference.
Oh, Luffy run into a Naga or a Naga water pack and getting some turn order on getting away. That's lucky for him. Also getting some lucky turn order on that Wiz-Sahag Gershark pack.
It's terrifying because this is coming to a head right now. I am not in the race room. I do not know anything that happens in the 10 minutes in the future. But I just have a feeling that either Luffy is going to get through here or Spellzap is going to get through after Luffy wipes.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at Discord at this point because I don't want to see anything. At least looking at the channel notes is, yeah, or the channel names. I can brain, really.
Spellzap getting his level 42 inside of Topher.
Given that,
he's serious.
Yeah, giving that Masa to the ninja. And oh my goodness, down goes one of the black belts for Luffy. Massive hit from that Kraken.
You know what? At least it wasn't the Black Mage.
This time.
I say that, and Tornado comes out, that Black Mage, 187 health, but punch, 1,200 damage, Kraken 2 down. Luffy finally has his Black Mage through Kraken 2.
Yep, and down to 40, 39, 38, 37, 6, 5, 4, 2.
That's plenty of potions. And Spellzap hot on his heels, already on the Lich 2 floor.
22. He has 22 heal pots left right now.
22 heal pots, some Cure 2 sticks, and a pocket full of dreams. Let's do it, Luffy.
Yep, and Spellzap coming up on that Lich. Looked like he was getting a preemptive cure on that Black Wizard.
Fire 3 rolling out. We've seen that before. Fast going off.
Yep.
Cure 2's coming out to save those precious potions, but we're tempering. We're not doing anything. Slow 2 comes out on the thief. We don't care. Paunch, 813 damage.
Yep, 6 hits. That was a bunch of good hits because we know this Tia is stupidly evasive. NUKE coming out.
Oh, that's what we didn't want to see.
My goodness, 378 points of damage on that Black Mage. 3 hits, 692. Temper coming out.
This is dangerous territory. If that Black Mage goes down, this run could be over. Stop rolls out, doesn't affect anybody. Cure 2 stick comes out. Punch for 1,088 damage. Tia 2 goes down. We are back on the Double Dragons.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
Spell
8,
zap, 2
7,
floors
6,
behind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. Had just enough heal pots.
Just enough heal pots. That's what's called the blessed run. So we're going to see it right here in the next minute. Is Luffy DV going to be able to bring home the title for New Kids on the Block? Or is he going to give Spellzap the opportunity for Crescent Lake party planners to come in and take the victory?
All right, Fire 3 coming out from Tia first. Carry smacking that ninja for 100 some points of damage. Fast coming out. Cure 2 on the black belt. 9 hits, 1169 on Carry. Carry is going to be hurting after that one. All right, we've got Temper coming out. Oh, we've got a swing on that ninja, danging down to 27. Slow 2 coming out, not doing anything. Temper coming out. Carry 2 has been turned into a pile of paste. Another
and
Temper
those
coming
tempers
out.
are rolling.
Another Cure 2. Punch. 4 hits, 836. Down goes the ninja. Punch and Temper. Oh, getting some good order on that Temper. Nuke coming out. 310. Still alive. 6 hits, 1,400 points of damage. That's what he needs to see. Hoping for a Quad X. 8 hits. And down goes Tia 2 for Luffy. We have ourselves a GG's at 132.48-ish. I don't know, but we have our champions, the Nuke Kids on the Block.
Luffy finally takes it through for the victory. Spellzap on Kraken 2. Oh, but GG's. Let's see. Some people joined us in the chat. Who's there?
That
What is
was the Nuke Kids on the Block, our new champions. GG's, guys. That was a race that has done unhappy things to my voice, and I am here for it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So now that you are the 28-21 co-op champions, what are you going to do?
Oh, man, I'm
Take
going
a
to
day
Disney
off.
World, bro. Yeah, a much-needed day off before we start practicing fall flags. You know, all the credit in the world to my partner. We've worked so hard. We practiced so much. We really wanted to do this. Spellzap and Danny are amazing competitors. They're champions. They've won this tournament before. They're 3 times in the title game in a row. This was not easy, and it was everything I would hope it was going to be. So thank you to my partner. Thank you.
Thank you too, bud.
Yeah, this was an amazing seed or amazing race to watch, because holy
I don't know.
crap.
It doesn't feel amazing when you realize you had a 2-minute floater.
Yeah, that felt pretty bad at the moment.
Yeah, well, you know, you at least found the bottle.
Yeah, that was Sharknado for the 3 items.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Danny
all
was
of
in the
them.
air at just after the 10-minute mark. You
Oh,
guys
my
got
God.
in the air around the 42-minute mark.
Wow. Speedboat,
But-
best boat.
But after that, at I believe it was about the 25-minute mark, Crescent Lake party planners had 4 orbs lit and were looking for the loot and did not find it until about the hour 2 mark, just when you guys were entering Topher.
Yeah, they had been hunting so hard, and Spellzap passed Sharknado floor more than a few times.
Well, I believe we found a C incentive really quickly, and so I understand why he wouldn't be looking at Sharknado there.
Yeah,
Yes, there was 2
the
of them there too.
yeah, there was the herb on floor or on C split in the left
Right.
chest, and
Yeah, all 3 loose wound up in C, which is really weird.
yeah,
Mm.
that
But,
was
I guess it worked out to our benefit on that one.
so. I have to ask, what was your least favorite thing about that seed?
Honestly, not finding a ruse item.
Mhm.
The way that we routed as a result of the late floater, we didn't check really any boxes as soon as we got it because we knew we had all the incentive items and we could find the loot.
Mhm.
So not having a ruse item, not knowing where Elfland was again for lock, like, feels really bad.
Yeah, so there was a ruse bonk in ruse staff in Volcano Armory, 3 chests away from the Moss Immune.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it
Overrated
was
sword.
Yeah. Moss is a crutch.
Yeah, and it looks like Zap is at his double dragons right now.
That white mage took it to the face, but don't need that, life 2 anymore. So
White Mage
we're
did
trying
his thing.
Brack strats, but that Dang just punches out carry 2. We've got one fiend remaining, Roostick coming out.
Yeah, and Zap did Brack Tia 2 on this last run because it's going to happen eventually, I guess. Though I'm kind of surprised he didn't zap something because he's done that, I think, at least once in every other match I've seen.
We're locked. We're bracking. We're punching. 998. Looks like we got one more hit. Nuke rolling out, taking out, the Black Mage.
Yeah, I have to applaud you both on efficient use of that Cure 2 stick y'all had.
Oh, and it looks like Spell Zap has taken down Tiamat's 2 in the Double Dragons, finishing 1 hour, 37 minutes, 19 seconds. Let's get some GGs for our second place in the tournament, Crescent Lake Party Planners.
Yeah, GG's to the CLPP. This is... whew.
Yeah, so whatever breathing problems you're having, we definitely went through that phase too.
Yeah. I can only imagine how your guys' heart rates were there. Yeah. And we are joined in the chat by the Crescent Lake Party Planners. GG's, folks.
GG.
Thank you.
Congrats
GGs,
to the
guys.
new champs.
Yeah, congrats,
Thank
guys.
you.
The
Thank you
new
very much.
NUKE champs on the block.
I like that. That's pretty good. Thanks.
Yeah, now you guys are going to have to change your name to Nuke Champs on the block.
Maybe next summer tournament.
So yeah, Danny, Spellzap, you guys were in the air by the 11-minute mark and had 3-4 orbs lit by about 30 minutes in. And then you got lost trying to find the loot. How you feeling on that one?
Not super great.
Yeah. Because basically what I said was, okay, all we need is a loot. We've got all the fiends. There's a couple of places out there that turn into some turn-ins. But as they started ticking down, you're seeing one of them tick away, another one tick away. You get a Vorpal, you get a ribbon, and then you're just like, oh yeah, I skipped all those chests. But it was definitely on purpose. I didn't remember exactly where we skipped, so we had to kind of shuffle around for them. But we knew these guys were really fast, and we had to cut out as much fat from the run as we could. So that was what we decided, and then we lost that gamble.
Yeah, I mean, I sympathize with y'all for losing and getting knocked out by Nuke kids on the block, since they knocked my butt out too. But this was an amazing race from both teams. Like, it was back and forth multiple times.
I mean, if people don't want to join the FFR community after seeing the last 3 games, I don't know what's wrong with them. This is I feel like this is quintessentially what it is, and it was a ton of fun to be a part of. And it was, I said it the other 2 races too. Danny and Spellzap pushed me to play in a way that I never would have, and I'm really appreciative of that, because now I'm feeling like it's possible. It happened, and so once that hurdle's down, I'm hoping I can run with it personally, and I'm hoping that others get involved as a result of it.
Well, why don't we start this wrapping up? Danny, Spellzap, is there anything else that you want to say in either the FFR community, this tournament, this race, anything you got?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to give a big shout out to Luffy and Shumbabi. I mean, as soon as the flags hit the Discord, they were practicing, they were putting in work, and I'm glad to see it pay off. I couldn't have lost anyone better than that. Big shout outs to Danny. I mean, every year we come back, we have a lot of fun playing co-op. So big shout outs to her. And big shout out to you guys on comms. You did the last two, and I really enjoyed the last race. I'm sure this one was great to listen back. So thanks, guys.
I'm gonna second some of those thoughts. Honestly, like you said, I don't think any other team in this tournament has put in as much work as Luffy and Shum did, and if we were gonna lose, I'm glad it's to them. They earned this, so big GG to them. Shout out to my partner. We did win, but darn it, we've made it to the finals 3 years in a row, and that still feels pretty good. Plus he's a ton of fun to play with, and I feel like I'm constantly learning from him by playing with him and getting better, because I do, and couldn't ask for a better partner. And thanks to I want to shout out to Lord Fizzlebeat and Thunder, who were also on the committee with Spellzap and I planning this. Also just a sub to Volcanic if he's around. He actually threw out some ideas that ended up in these flags early on. They made planning this tournament a breeze. Those guys did, and it was a blast to do, and they were incredibly easy to work with. So shout out to them and everybody who did crew this tournament. You guys busted your butts and made sure that races got done, and just everybody on the race crew. We have the best race crew in the FFR Discord. So thanks to everybody who helped, who did anything with this tournament, to all the people who participated. I hope to see you guys all out next year. I love playing FFR, but co-op's where my heart is, and I love this tournament every year. So just thanks to everyone who participated, helped, all that stuff. And yeah, here's to next year. Coming at it 4 years.
Well, Danny and Spellzap, you are the champions of my heart, but unfortunately, that's not enough to win this tournament. So let's turn it over to our new champions, new kids on the block. Let's get some more GGs in chat, and we'll give you guys the floor.
You want to go first, Loof?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Spellzap and Danny. They're amazing competitors. They pushed us to work hard. Danny's been a really good friend of mine since I joined the Discord a year ago. I wouldn't be where I am without her. I love her so much. She's great. Shout out to my partner again for being there. Shout out to the crew for everything they've done. Dead Pulse, you two, especially DVS, you two. You guys made us do things in the semis that were just way out of our comfort zone to push us to where we really had to get. And, you guys are tremendous competitors too. And it was an honor to race with you as well. Thank you to everybody who's helped. Thank you again to my partner. I could not have done this without you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
On my reflection, honestly, I was really upset early on because it was looking like I wasn't going to even be playing in this tournament. And then Luffy reached out to me, and I was like, I haven't really seen you since the Duck Derby, and why not? Like, this will be fun, and it has been a blast of a summer. Making a new friend, and I don't mean just like a community acquaintance. I mean like a friend. We've been putting in a lot of time together, and it just feels nice that this is exactly why I joined, was this sort of community aspect. As far as this tournament goes, these flags were amazing. The people planning the tournament are amazing. Every team we've faced, you guessed it, amazing. This whole experience has been great, and so thank you everyone for all the comms, the restreams, the tracking. Thanks to all the viewers for coming out and chiming in. Just thanks in general.
I want to give one more quick shout out to all my friends back home who have never watched me race aside from the last 3 days, showing up for the finals to support me. I love you guys. Thank you.
And well, all of that was very well said. The four of you, great competitors all. I am so happy to have witnessed all three of these finals matches. You put on a great show, and you should be proud of yourselves right now. Go get yourself a Diet Dr. Pepper and enjoy the night. You've earned it. I want to send a special shout out to Jay Scheidel and Fiend of Possession for hanging out behind the scenes, keeping us in line as we're doing tracking and restreaming. Thank you very much. Excellent job. Also, thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us the last couple of nights. Couldn't have done it without you. I'm Dead Pulse. I'm going to turn it over to Hate the 13th for his final thoughts and the send-off.
Yeah, so as we reach the apex conclusion of this summer 2021 tournament, I just want to say thank you to everybody who ran. Thank you to everybody who, worked on the crew, everybody who let us use their channels. Big shout out to RPG Limit Break for hosting the finals for the past 3 days. And big shout out to the the planning committee, because they did an amazing job with this. If this has been an interesting thing for you, come join us in the Discord. We're generally a friendly lot. The game sometimes isn't, but the community is very, very friendly. So yeah, go follow the runners. Go follow the crew, especially Dead Pulse and Jay Scheidel and Fiend of Pub Session. And yeah, with that, I bid you adieu and a good evening, all.